Right, I'm doing a video on building an outdoor enclosure for a Mediterranean tortoise. That could be a Hermann's tortoise, a spur thigh, and you could say horse-filled, even though technically it's not a Mediterranean. We're based in the UK. This is a video just to show if you're going to rehome a young adult or an elderly adult, this is the kind of thing that would be really good for say a male Hermann's, like this one here. This little chap's waiting to be rehomed with the local group that I help with. He's had a bad start with slight bumps, as you can see. That's never going to be rectified, but we can make sure that he's got the best life possible now by trying to create an environment that he would have had if he'd been in the wild. So you don't just want a square of grass, you want to create enrichment. You want to make things interesting for the tortoise. So thinking about different textures, things that are going to be different temperatures as the sun hits it for the tortoise to sit on. Also, as it walks over, things that are going to help keep its nails short and also keep its beak short if it's going to be eating off it. So in here we've got bits of broken slate, and we've got slabs here which I've picked up from the local sort of B&Q centre, so sort of builders merchants. They'll often give you broken slabs for free if you ask, if you need odd ones. We've also got rocks here for interest. Now what's gone in first in this enclosure is underneath it's been dug out, and there's actually been lots of rocks and aggregate have been put in to make it well drained. Mediterranean tortoises aren't used to things being as wet as you would have in the UK, and they're not very good at grass because it just maintains way too much moisture. So if you can aim to have an enclosure without grass in it, then this is a really great start. What we've actually done when we first built this was we turfed up the grass and then actually made a mound in the middle, so the tortoise also had something to climb and sunbathe on as well. We've then planted some edible browse. So here we've got butterfly plant, we've got a soft thistle here, we've got dead nettle, and for aromatic purposes only we've got some lavender here. They wouldn't eat it, but it's something safe that you can have in an enclosure, just because tortoises actually like to park underneath and sometimes sleep under things like that. So if the weather was going to go below 10 degrees, it would be a good idea to actually take it indoors to a greenhouse like this one over here. But if it's a nice evening, if you've got a dry, secure shelter, then there's no reason why tortoise can't be outside, as long as you haven't got problems with rats and mice locally, or you don't have a fox problem. Unfortunately in the UK, if you live in a city, there is a very good chance that you've got urban foxes, and they are going to be the ones that are more likely to attack your tortoise. So if that's the situation, if in doubt, always take your tortoise in overnight and then bring it out again in the day. If you are fortunate enough to have a greenhouse attached to an enclosure, then even better, or an insulated shed with a heat lamp in, then wonderful. But at the same time, not everyone can do that, so sometimes you do have to have it separate, like this one here. So at the back we've also got bits of broken terracotta, which again feel really warm because they've been in the sun, and this whole enclosure is actually situated south facing. Tortoises really benefit from somewhere which gets as much sun as possible throughout the day. And then the perimeter, what's been used is actually gravel board, and they've been dug down about an inch because tortoises are quite good at escaping. And the walls need to be a lot taller than the length of the tortoise, because otherwise the tortoise might be able to escape. And a very weak area for escaping is on corners. If in doubt, you can actually put a triangle of wood on the corner of the enclosure, because the tortoise might be able to shimmy up the corners and get out. Tortoises aren't territorial, they will wander off and not come back. So you do need to have something secure. It can't be anything like mesh or glass, because they don't understand that they can't walk through and they'll get stressed and can even hurt themselves. So it does need to be solid in construction. Like I said, use gravel boards here, but you can also use scaffold boards. Concrete slabs on end work really well. I've even used people use breeze blocks. If you get the ones with the holes in, you can then plant edible food in the top edges as well, which is also can be really pretty, but it's also multifunctional because you can then pick the flowers, the pansies, the violas, whatever you choose to grow for the tortoise to actually feed from. You need shallow water dishes, as this little guy is demonstrating now. They do sometimes prefer rainwater because it's not got the chlorine in it. I personally like to use ceramic water dishes. because they're nice and shallow. They can't tip them over like plastic shells, and then nice and easy to clean as well. So I think that's it. If you've got any questions, please pop a message. Any requests for other videos? Thank you for watching. Please follow and subscribe. Thank you.